Hi everyone, welcome to another session of G Niger TV News Scope. With me today is a special co-host. My name is Olatunde, and
Jane Rogers. Welcome to
okay,
G Niger TV.
all right. So, as it is, Jen is going to be my co-host tonight, and we have this special session about what is actually happening in Abuja. So I will actually pass that over to you. So tell me, Jane, I mean, what is really going on over there? So this guy, that's is become something of an Africa, or should I just say Nigeria superhero, defending
Mm.
everybody and everything, so tell me, I mean, what is going on in Abuja?
Okay, so basically, there was a protest that took place today. VDM took the protest to the doorstep of Wike. So the protest actually took place at FCDA, we call it FCDA in Abuja.
Okay,
That's where, yes, that's the FCT office where Wike's office is situated. So recently there had been strike from what we gathered. There had been strike, and the pupils have not been in school by the teachers. I think the strike is basically based on the minimum wage that was promised by the government.
okay,
Promised minimum wage of 70,000 naira. And of course, the government did not fulfill it. So these people have been on strike for like 2 months, over 2 months. That's about, I think, 9 weeks from what we gathered. So that's basically why VDM, I think, I don't know if we have the video, VDM had to take the protest to Wike's, yes, to Wike's office. They had to sew a uniform. It was kind of ridiculous that they saw a uniform. We could see VDM on uniform,
and
literally,
to be quite
you know.
honest, right? I don't think
Yeah,
it's I don't really think it's well. I mean, I understand what you said. That it been because we're just looking at one of the main newspaper. That's where we're getting this from, and
yeah,
yeah, I can actually see him there. With the uniform, and it's really unbelievable. But let's look at what is actually saying here. It says controversial social media critic and influencer Martin Vincent Otse, popularly known as Very Dark Man, has staged a protest at the FCT Ministers Gate in Abuja. Um, okay, but Punch Online basically is reporting that primary school teachers in the FCT have been on strike since the 24th of March 2025. Now, for more than 90 days, over the failure of the area council chairman to implement the new national minimum wage of 70,000. And let me see. I'm not sure if I have. Do you have anything on it here? This one is a different thing entirely. It's a video on uniform with school children during the protest at the front of the FCT minister's office. FCT minister, that's a wiki, right?
Wike, yes, yes.
Okay, so tell me, I mean, what is really going down there? I mean, the what did you say was the key reason that they are actually having this?
And that's
Is it
because
that
the teachers have been on strike. The minimum wage was not fulfilled by the government, so they had to go on strike. And the students have been out of school for weeks now, almost
I
over
think
like two
something
months.
about 3 months?
Yes, okay, 90 days, yes, 3 months. That's about 3 months now. So it's really,
Wow.
I must commend VDM for all the good works he's doing and for taking the bold steps because,
Mm.
to be honest, we can't be silent over this. And both, in fact, regardless, they don't care. Nobody cares. So someone has to take the bull by the horn and to be able to take. In fact, they said he made like the front entrance as a classroom. So you could see the
I
yes, you
heard
could
what
see
the
the
guy was
students on
saying.
their uniform as well as, yes, as well
I,
as him on uniform.
I actually
That's
heard what he
highly
was actually
commendable.
saying, that he was taking the students. I'm not sure if I have the caption. the
The video.
yes, the video. But hang on, I think I might have the video actually. So because I was really surprised, like what this guy was really saying was, honestly, I think he when I first heard about him and some of the stuff he was doing, I wasn't really. I'll be quite frank. I wasn't too impressed. I felt I felt it was a bit loud. I feel that maybe it was just basically just playing to the gallery. But one thing that I was really surprised about is that, and which is pleasantly surprised about, is that wow, he has been very consistent.
Exactly.
Every day. You might not like his style, love him, hate
True.
him, whatever. But the thing is this: there is a voice, you know.
Exactly.
It might not be the kind of voice that people will want. Sometimes you want somebody or you want some things to happen in a way that you think you are comfortable with. But the truth is that
Exactly. A lot of people expect, him to be diplomatic over issues,
certain things.
but that's actually not. Yes, that's actually not his style. And for me, I'm good to go with VDM. I'm a VDM person.
Yeah, video person.
Yeah,
Okay.
now we need more of VDM in Nigeria, honestly. So we could bring, yes, we could bring
I can
politicians
actually
and
see,
yes,
yeah, I can see where you're coming up, where you're coming from with that. Because to be quite honest, right? I mean, let's face it. If this guy can, with everything he's doing, ah, look, the the truth of the matter is that the guy has been he has taken a very strong step.
that's
I
right.
mean, look, who else is showing up?
Exactly.
Where are all the all the various teachers
Activists.
association, the activists who you would expect will actually be
Exactly.
in one of the. I've not seen anyone.
True.
Look, this
And even
guy.
the media too, to an extent, the media is not helping out.
Nobody.
Do you understand?
It's almost as if like of course there's so many things happening in Nigeria. The
Mm,
you sort of will think that maybe this very cause has kind of gotten lost in the
mm,
midst of so many things taking place in the country.
true.
And this guy has basically really turned up, and
Yeah.
the way he did it, honestly, the way, okay, let me just
Like my
put the video.
pastor would say, my pastor was talking a few days ago. He said he's very sure that VDM will make it to heaven because he's chanting a good cause. You understand? A
Mm.
cause that even some of the pastors and doing. Do you
I
understand?
don't understand. Well, I don't know about making it to heaven, but no, no, no,
Of course, if he
but
eventually gives his life to Christ with what he's doing.
yeah,
And
look,
the Bible said, as long as you do it to the least of my brothers, you're doing it unto me. And then
well,
he also said, yes.
I actually do see your point. I actually do see your point, and I actually think that we need more people like this, whether Christian or not Christian.
Exactly.
Honestly,
True, true, true.
on this earth, we need people like VDM,
Exactly.
and I think every one of us we need to bring out the VDM in us.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Look, let's. It's
And some
not
of us,
everything that he does I agree with, but
you're right.
but I do admit one thing is that this guy has really taken it
We
upon
need a
himself,
voice.
the voice, and we need it in other sectors as well.
True,
We
true,
need, because
true.
there is, I mean, look, although this is not what it is about, look at what is actually happening, like in the Middle Belt, Benue.
Benway,
It's
yes.
almost like,
Medium had to go all the way.
uh, let's be frank about this. Did he actually go to Benue?
He went. You could see the videos are there to speak for
Really?
itself.
I didn't know. Okay,
Yes, his
maybe
brother.
tomorrow we
He
will
went
bring.
there. His brother was even. His brother did a video to
Yeah.
confirm that he was
Okay.
there.
Okay.
And I was
All
like even
right. Okay.
expecting his brother to even go along with him, but of
Mm.
course, it's not
When they were
everyone.
looking,
Maybe probably.
when they were looking for, when they were looking for him, that the brother was actually there, because I remember quite clearly that during, if you remember when he was actually arrested,
Oh
the brother
yes,
was the
I
one. So I
very
didn't even know he
true.
had a brother. So, and yeah, so
Until
the guy,
so
the guy is already there too. So very soon they will be carrying him. So it'll be like a family thing. But I mean,
honestly, and when I saw that the brother didn't go along with him,
That the
I was
embezzlement
wondering.
payments of the teachers. That's why you people are here. They shut down your school
can you hear that?
because your teachers are not able to teach. The government lied to them. So they
Okay.
embezzle it. Help for fraudulent. Are you
I just
there?
want to play a short,
Louder.
you know.
Help for fraudulent. Help
This
for
guy is bold.
fraudulent.
In Niger. Ah.
Yeah.
G for growth. Ew. I think ew. All these people, their characters are the insane thing. Say ew. Tinubu ew. Make it ew. Hate for heartlessness. Hate for heartlessness.
Did you hear that?
Oh my
The
God.
government are very heartless. That's why people are out of school for 9 weeks and they don't care. They are heartless because their own children are in private schools and they
That's
don't
it.
care. I for impoverished. I want to
Wow.
treat people with poverty without education.
I mean, let's stop there for a moment. He said something just now. Look, the people that make decisions, who basically are in charge of the educational system itself, will they be happy for their own children to be in in such situation?
Yes,
They are
and that,
asking for. They are not asking for much. L- they are not actually asking for much. They are basically asking for their education. Look, it's as simple as ABC. All they're simply asking for. Well, my co-host has suddenly disappeared. Okay, I think there's something actually going on. But anyway, what I just want to say about this is that there is so much actually happening over there. There are a lot of pointers that is, is actually spoken about. My understanding was that one of the key things is that the teachers have been, the government agreed that there'll be, 70, their new salary is 70,000 and they'll be getting paid on that. And that was not being made good on, and they were not getting it. Now, all of a sudden, now we now have a situation whereby um, things are now actually happening in the sense that these guys, everybody know that the cost of living has gone up. They need it, and they're not seeing it. So I would have thought that this would have been sort of expedited, in such a way that these things are, we know. I mean, the 70K is not like it's going to do a lot, but there is, at least it will make a difference for them, however small. And we're not actually seeing that. So I just want to say that I think Very Darkman has actually made a very big, he has brought positive attention to all of this. So and they actually sent out one of the officials in the sector who basically spoke to them, and he has agreed that 7 days, 7 days, that they're going to give the FCT minister 7 days to actually get his act together. That is what is actually happening at the moment. And that he just wanted to give them the opportunity. He spoke about some other thing, about healthcare as well. Quite frankly, I would just say kudos to him. You know. So well, from me and on behalf of my missing co-host, Jane Rogers, once again, I remain Olatunde, and we'll actually see you again tomorrow. So I just want to say thank you and God bless. See you tomorrow, same time. We'll be here.